Hey there, Libra. How are you? We're going to get started on your tarot reading for the month of October. Libra, let's begin your reading by choosing a tarot deck. I'm using the Vintage Horror Tarot, a full 78 card tarot deck based on some classic and well-known early movie monsters and horror films. That is the description of the Vintage Horror Tarot. Libra, how's it going, Libra? Happy birthday, by the way. It's Libra season, isn't it? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Are some of you getting gray hair, or gray hairs are becoming unmanageable, or you're like feeling maybe, I don't know, there's something about gray hairs for some of you, a selective few. Maybe that's, you getting older. Maybe that's you gaining some wisdom, or maybe like in Spanish, there's like my mom used to say, me está sacando las canas. That's what my mom used to say sometimes when me or my siblings were giving her a hard time. We were misbehaving. She would say, me vas a sacar las canas, which just translates to you're pulling the gray hairs out of my head. You're making the gray hairs come out of my head. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. What is this Knight of Pentacles? These are plans. These are plans that have been put in motion, but that haven't necessarily fully maybe taken form or materialized completely yet, or been completed. These are just plans, okay, that have been put in motion. And we have the Ten of Cups. Oh, whatever plans these are, with the Ten of Cups, it's something that is going to bring you a whole lot of joy and happiness that you're really like hoping for. Like I really, I hope that this works out in the way that I want it to. What's up with this Ten of... Okay, so let me tell you guys, there's a lot of nitpicking. Okay, so we started off with the whole gray hair, which is something about your appearance, right? And then right now I heard bat wings. Do you know what bat wings are? Like, that the skin that hangs from here? And I'm getting that from this. You see that bat wing? So I feel like there's somebody here, could be you, Libra. Somebody is like just really focusing like on a lot of imperfections about themselves. Like, oh, look, I have this, I have that. And, so that's just something that I'm seeing. Like I'm hearing cut that out, okay? And something that I'm just seeing now with this Ten of Cups is that there's a couple there, and it looks like they're having intercourse, right? They're having sex. It looks like it's a passionate encounter, or there's it's touchy-feely. So for many of you, these are plans that you have with a lover, about a lover, and these plans, have already like taken off, and I'm hearing they're ongoing, and it's looking good. And then right now I heard we're trying, we're trying, it's all happening. Okay. Well, what about this? Look, there's a sandwich. That happens, I feel like, to me, when this happens, it's significant. It's like spirit bringing attention to me. You see the sandwich there? Okay, this one right here. We have the Page of Wands. Are some of you trying to get pregnant because the Empress is here? And then look, with this one, you see? What's happening there? Some of you might be trying to get pregnant, or again, there's something that you're trying to give birth to. It doesn't have to be a baby, okay? It is just something that you're really, wanting to see flourish and just really work out just nicely. Yeah, Page of Wands. And then the Empress. There is something about a fire. I'm hearing a fire child, that it's an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius of significance. Page of Wands, and then the Empress. Okay. Why is this coming out here? It's just I guess what it is that you should know about that with this Knight of Pentacles is that, well, the plan is, I'm here and continue to work on it. You know, that's all I can say about that. What is your biggest challenge? That's how I'm supposed to start off your reading, not with all this other stuff. But I suppose maybe some of you wanted, some of you need to hear that. It's an ongoing process, I guess is what it is that you should know about that. The Page of Wands, I'm getting something about, I'm here and take a look at the fire months, okay? Because, you know, that spider there in the back, for whatever reason, is reminding me of a calendar. And we have the Empress there, which is a very fertile energy. So I'm hearing for many of you, look at the calendar. I'm hearing the fire moons, okay? However that resonates, the fire moons. All right, so Holy Spirit, we are connected with, we are connecting. Yes, we are connected already, evidently, with the sign of Libra. What insight, foresight, guidance do we have for Libra this month of October? Let's begin the reading by taking a look at their biggest challenge. What is their biggest challenge right now? Libra, let me give this one good shuffle. And we're ready. What's your biggest challenge? The Four of Pentacles. Interesting. The Four of Pentacles is your biggest challenge. Okay. So the Four of Pentacles is about, you know, I'm here not feeling sure, not feeling safe, not feeling secure. How is that your biggest challenge? Well, I feel like this could be maybe you feeling like, feeling like you're not prepared? Because the Four of Pentacles is, in a sense, like you have something to fall back on. It's kind. I like to see it as a cushion. I like to see it as well as a saving. So all of those things I feel are a challenge this time around. Certain fears revolving, I'm hearing insecurity. Remember like what I picked up earlier, because the Four of Pentacles is insecurity and it's a pentacle energy, and Pentacles energy has to do with the physical body. So there's a lot of like physical insecurities that I feel like you're like really like focusing on. Especially if this has to do with like having a baby or something like that, because I did see that at the beginning. Or if there's like a lot of physical, I saw that in the beginning. There's like a lot of like, let's get physical. That Ten of Pentacles gave me that vibe. Yeah, that's your biggest challenge, just insecurity. And again, that insecurity is going to come in many different forms. For some of you is insecurity about, you know, the place where you find yourself in life, and you're wondering like if you're prepared or if you have enough. Will I have enough? Am I ready kind of thing. And for others of you, it's like a physical insecurity. It's just insecurity of some sort is your biggest challenge this month of October. Let's take a look at your past. And doesn't it look like this one's like, let me see. Let me see what you got. Let me see. Look, you see that one's like, let me see. Let me see. And this one's like, get away. Don't look at my savings. I have no savings. Don't look at my balance on my debit card. It's negative. No, I'm kidding. Or don't look down there. Not yet. Something like that. The swamp monster. The bayou could be of significance. I'm thinking about the bayou. The Ten of Wands. You see, that's like a bayou creature, isn't it? An aquatic creature. It's the Ten of Wands. So this is in the past. What's this? What's this Ten of Wands? What's this Ten of Wands? So what's up with this creature here? I don't know the story behind this aquatic creature. Oh, wait, I did see a recent one. Is it Guillermo del Toro that did one on this aquatic creature? And it's like a romantic film. listen, and well, they're different, right? Like in that movie, if you've seen it, the Guillermo del Toro movie with this aquatic creature, a woman, a woman falls in love with him, and he falls in love with her, and they kind of like run away, and they live together in their apartment. And if you haven't seen it, I wouldn't consider it my top favorite, like my top 5, but it's a good movie to watch, I suppose. Well, anyways, but you see how that there, looks are significant. 10 of Wands. I got that from the very beginning, guys. Like there's this, again, not wanting to be seen, like, and again, it doesn't have to be physical. It could just be, allowing someone, into your space and feeling comfortable, and safe doing it, feeling vulnerable in many different ways. We have the Ace of Swords. And then we have the 9 of Swords. What is this? 10 of Wands. Let me just get one more card. I feel like this 10 of Wands is just something that you're struggling with, that you're having to just like let go, like just like don't let like stop. So I see you really stressing out pretty much in the past. You're like really freaking out. Or maybe not like super freaking out, but you're allowing something to stress you out emotionally, because it's an aquatic creature. And I know it's the 10 of Wands. It's like weighing you down, okay? Stressing you out. And with the Ace of Swords and the 9 of Swords, it's like you can't, it feels like you can't ignore it. Like you can't get it off your mind. Like it's something that's constantly like, and I'm hearing, and you know what it is, because the Ace of Swords is here. And there we have Dracula, and it's hovering over this woman. So for many of you, this is like something that you're consciously aware of. Because, sometimes we feel certain ways, or there's something like causing us a lot of anxiety, and you don't really know what it is. I feel like you know what it is. You're very well aware of like what it is. It's almost like something that you can't ignore, like I'm hearing there's like this big thing right here, and it's like, I can't stop looking at it. I can't stop looking at it. I can't stop seeing it. And it's like really like, like stressing you down. I'm hearing weighing you down. I'm hearing for some of you, this might be some extra weight here that you're like, it's like really stressing you out, because it's the 10 of Wands, and I'm feeling something heavy, and I'm seeing someone like step on the scale, and it's like something that they're like really stressing out about. So that's the past. And again, what do we see here? We see someone like let me see. We see someone very interested. So that's something it is that you should know. Look, we see it get out. We see it here twice. That's somebody very attentive. That's somebody that it doesn't want to get away. As a matter of fact, they're just wanting to get closer. I'm here. So this might be a person that thinks you're trying to play, that you're playing hard to get, but unbeknown to them, you're feeling like super insecure, and you're keeping them away because, you're feeling vulnerable. I'm hearing, but they think that, you're playing hard to get or something. The Ace of Swords, 9 of Swords, and then the 10 of Wands. So that's the past. I'm telling you, this person's like, even here with this 10 of this swamp monster, is like getting out the water. I'm hearing they're getting off the water. So I also feel like this is a person that has tried to make you perhaps feel like comfortable, but it just feels weird maybe. I feel like they have. Again, this is like your own, it's your own little thing. Oh, my head is itching. Okay, let's take a look at the present moment. Let's take a look at the present moment. We have the Knight of Cups, and then we have the 7 of Swords. Get away, get away, get away. 7 of Swords, get away, get away. Because it's the 7 of Swords. You give somebody the runaround. That's kind of like what I feel is going on here. Like you guys are giving somebody the runaround, or yeah. Or it feels like somebody is feeling kind of like avoided. And maybe it also feels, it feels like to me somebody's very insistent on something, and it's like you're trying to you don't want that to get attention, and it's like the more you try to like shush it away, the more it just comes at you, it feels like. Do you see is the Seven of Swords, which again it is, it's running away, it's giving somebody the runaround. It's trying to avoid something, someone. How do I work around this? And then here we have the Knight of Cups. Something that I'm noticing here, look, that there's a woman there and she's staring at this woman that's asleep, and they're staring at something, and it's almost like they're looking at something. They're like, what is that? And they're going like that, what? And then look back here, this guy is holding a lantern, like, what is that? This Knight of Cups. Listen, in the present moment, I feel like there's somebody like very much like hovering over you. They're hovering over you. They're perhaps like very insistent, I'm hearing, in getting in, and that could be in just so many ways, trying to get close to you. And again, I feel like you are feeling, just like vulnerable about it, but the thing is, I feel like you, for a very selective few, I mean, it might be somebody you don't even really, want around you, but mostly I'm getting that this is somebody that you do like, but it's like you're being held back from, you're holding yourself back out of insecurity. You're not allowing yourself to like just be. You're really, I guess you can say, controlling everything. Because the Four of Pentacles, there is a strong sense of control there. And there is a greediness that comes with it. Not saying you're greedy, but what is greedy? It's like stingy. Stinginess is when you start withholding. So there's a lot of withholding that I'm sensing here. A lot of withholding. And I'm hearing, well, that's no fun. That's just, not allowed. That's not like... It's just causing you a lot of stress and worry, and it's not really allowing. I'm hearing the both of you perhaps to like maybe enjoy the moment, the Seven of Swords, and then the Knight of Cups. Again, because there's like this extra attention on, certain things, the Knight of Cups. But again, I don't feel like this is like stopping anybody. No, I don't feel like it isn't. I'm telling you, it almost feels like they almost feel like you're playing like hard to get or something. You see how the Dracula is grabbing this woman like her face? Like, come here. Seven of Swords. Again, what I can tell you about this is like, whatever it is, okay, that is making you feel vulnerable and insecure, honestly, I don't feel like this person doesn't even, I don't even think they'll notice it. And if they do, I think it's because you'll point it out. Or if they do see it, it's not something that's really going to like stand out, right now I heard they might like it. Or, if it's not like that, it's not, they're not even focused on that. I think it's just you. Self-fulfilling prophecy going on in the past. That's that Nine of Swords, where you just start, in your head, you're like thinking, oh, this, they're going to think this, they're going to think that, or this is going to happen, this is not going to happen. And before you know it, you have a, self-fulfilling prophecy there. Okay, so yeah, that's the present moment. Somebody is just really, hearing wanting to get in there. They're just really wanting to get close to you. They're wanting you to open up in some way. And, you're kind of like playing a little hard to get. And it's okay. They're kind of like, still, feeling it like, all right, not really much of a problem. They're playing it's fine. But I can see it becoming a problem. You can see how this could be a problem. We have that Knight of Pentacles again, and then we have the Hangman, and it's reversed. Okay. The Knight, that's that bat wing that I was telling you about in the beginning. All right, so with this Hangman being reversed here, let me see what this is. One more card for this Knight, this Hangman reversed. Here it is. We have the Queen of Swords. All right, guys, with this Hangman, I feel like you're just like, there's a plan here, I'm hearing, right? We saw that from the very beginning, right? There is a plan. We could say this is a relationship. If not a relationship, there's just something here that is moving along nicely because it's the Knight of Pentacles, okay? It says that there's like real good progress happening here. There's growth. Things are moving along nicely. Don't interrupt this. We saw it from the very beginning. It's a very fertile energy. It's a great time to manifest, okay, dreams, hopes, aspirations that you have, because all of that was a very supportive energy in the beginning. Again, which just says plans are moving forward along nicely. Things are moving along, developing, unfolding in a nice way that you want. Especially so, what do we saw with the Empress, and we saw the 10 of Cups. Like, you see, like you want to maintain that, don't you? You do. And from what we see in the past, we see already a nuisance, like an annoyance, a negative mindset, something that is taking you away from this moment. That, okay, is going to affect this Knight of Pentacles. I'm hearing the way things develop and moving forward, because the Knight of Pentacles says that there's actively work being done. So whatever you're doing, okay, all of that, okay, is going to be influencing, you know, how things unfold. And well, here in the present moment, guys, there is still this hyper attention, hyper focus on like this, on something, okay? And is, I already see it affecting the relationship in the present moment. That insecurity, whatever it is, it's already affecting it right here. Because the 7 of Swords is there. How is it affecting it? It's affecting the closeness, the intimacy here between these two, where there's an avoidant energy. That's not good, is it? No, it's not. And again, remember, the Knight of Pentacles is active, which means what? All of that, okay, what is happening will have a result, okay? But it's also an ongoing process, which means what? You can still, you know, you're still working on it. Now, with the Hangman, I feel like what this is saying is like you really have to, like whatever you're focusing on, because this is like gaining a different perspective, having to see things, you know, differently. With it being reversed, I feel like, honestly, I feel like it's telling you like to whatever this is, like just let, I feel like it's saying let loose. You see the Hangman, you see how somebody's hanging, and with it being reversed, like I just keep hearing like you need to let loose and stop seeing stop seeing or whatever you're whatever you're focusing on, like it's like you need to take your attention away from that and just, I mean, just let loose, okay? Like let this go. The Hangman as well, guys, is putting yourself in a situation or being in a position upright, okay, where you're kind of like in limbo, where nothing really happens, okay? That's kind of like where we find ourselves a little bit. It's starting to, you see? Right here, it's already kind of like limbo, right? Because look, things are not allowing themselves to unfold naturally right here. It feels forced. Do you see that? And even here in this Knight of Pentacles, like, look, there's this hyper focus and there's somebody that is sleeping, right? Which we could say is not necessarily like fully present. I'm hearing because they're like in their nightmares, even during the day. Excuse me. And with the Hangman here reversed, look, I feel like just Release, okay? I'm hearing release. Release this, okay? Release this now. Release this now. As well as like whatever this is, just, I'm hearing let it out. Whatever it is. Whatever it is, just, you know, if it's whatever the insecurity, whatever it is, just, I'm hearing just whatever it takes to, I keep hearing just let it out, whatever it is. Here we have the Queen of Swords, and we have a person that's kind of like, what? You see? What? But, you know, it's not necessarily a shock. It's like, it is shocking, like, but it feels good. Like, it's not like, it's like, you know, like, oh, you know, it feels like that. Tell me what this Queen of Swords is. So again, I feel like this is just, we have the Knight of Wands. This Queen of Swords is, take a look at that. And there we have Frankenstein, which is what? Is the Knight of Wands. Guys, again, like whatever, with this Queen of Swords, guys, I don't even think it's, I'm hearing, yeah, it's different, right? Because look, doesn't it look like the Queen of Swords is looking at this guy is looking at Frankenstein like, what in the world? What? You see, like, what? It's different, right? But hey, Frankenstein is pretty cool. Frankenstein is pretty cool. And out of all of the monsters, guys, there might be somebody here with like, what do you call it? Like a hairline could be of significance. Do you see that? A hairline might be of significance. What was I going to say? Yeah, it's different, but so, oh yeah, I was talking about Frankenstein. Out of all of the monsters, like, you know, like the swamp one, we have Dracula too. We have the wolf guy, right? The wolf man. We have Frankenstein. I think Frankenstein, there's something about Frankenstein. I don't know. There's he's handsome in a monster way, right? He's I don't know if it's the, you know, because he's really strong. There's like this, he has strength, and I don't know. There's just something intriguing about, at least to me personally, about Frankenstein. Even endearing, because, you know, he's kind of like put together by all these pieces, and, you know, it's like he needs, he needs love or something, right? And that is, I don't know, it's just intriguing. Look, whatever it is, sure, it's weird, or it's different, or, okay, I see what you're saying, but again, different, but in a good way. Okay, it's all right. It's fine. Okay, it's good. It's good. Okay. I'm telling you, I keep getting that for some of you. There's something here that is, and then right now I heard it's kind of like an aphrodisiac or something for somebody. Like, you might feel like it's just something so ugly, and then somebody's like, oh my goodness, that kind of turns me on. I don't know. You see that devil there? For a selective few, okay, especially if there's something physical going on here. But for others of you, again, it's like, whatever it is, listen, it's not as bad as you think. It's not. It's intriguing. However that resonates. That's the present moment, okay? Now, let's take a look at how this is going to be unfolding and moving forward. And whatever way you're thinking that somebody's going to see something, you know, it's going to be the opposite, okay? Because that's the Hangman. It's like whatever way you're seeing things right now, like it's going to be the opposite way. How is this going to be developing and moving forward? Okay, well, that obviously wants to come out. Is there a cowboy here or something like that? I don't know. I just saw boots and a hat. We have the Six of Swords and it's reversed. Oh, goodness. And then we have the Hermit. And then we have the Seven of Cups. Okay, so this is how this is going to be moving forward. With the Six of Swords reversed, guys, I feel like somebody's not necessarily ready to come out, or I don't know what they're not completely ready to they're not ready for it. I'm hearing they're not ready for the reaction, whether good or bad. It's just like this anxiety there. You see how the woman is looking at the skeleton in front and she's like, ha, you know, and this guy's like, what's going on there? It's reversed. Okay. So again, to me, like, I feel like somebody's not, it's not ready. It's reversed. They're not ready to move forward with a reaction. Because that's really what kind of like what it feels like. It's causing anxiety, a certain reaction that they don't want, that they're anticipating. And then we have the Hermit, and then we have the Seven of Cups. I feel like it's going to take them, if this is you, Libra, it's going to take you a little while longer, you know, to like maybe, you know, feel comfortable. And with the Seven of Cups, this is nighttime. Okay, these are dreams, but it could also be like things are just hazy. You know, things are hazy. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, like things are hazy. Like it's also options, choices, and like, okay, having to take that in. There's just like a lot going on. I feel there's a lot that somebody's like still, I feel not ready completely to, somebody's still not ready fully yet. It's going to take them a little while longer with the Hermit and the Seven of Cups. It's going to take them a little while longer. How long? It's like they don't even really know what the Seven of Cups, okay? Again, the Seven of Cups as well is like it's getting like sucked into like this illusion. So I even see somebody here like even feeling the need to want to like create illusions around, you know, create illusions here around this. But not necessarily, not like in a bad way, but you know, when I'm hearing where there's a blemish or something and you're like covering up, creating, you know, a lot, trying to bring attention away from that, because that's the Seven of Cups. Imagine going in, this is what a lot of the cards to me, I like to just feel them. I feel them. It's an energy that I feel. And the Seven of Cups feels, you know what the Seven of Cups is, what it feels like. And just simply by knowing the feeling, you can think about many scenarios. Think about walking into a library. Does one book stand out to you? No, because there's just so many of them, right? So you just can't focus on one. There's just like so many. That is the Seven of Cups, where there's just like, there is distractions as well, right? There's like a lot of distractions, or there's just like whatever you're seeing, it's hard to like narrow down on one thing, you see? So it all like goes, there is somebody here like bringing, it feels like just creating maybe distractions, okay? Again, Hermit, there is, you see how the Hermit is kind of like lonely? So this might even feel like somebody is, you know, like maybe, again, you see that the Hermit there is being highlighted to me. It's one person. It's a solitary journey. So you see, it's starting to get a little like lonely a little bit. And again, Six of Swords, because what? Somebody's not ready. Somebody's not, you know, ready to move forward. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. And we have Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein. And look, there's that gray hair that I was telling you about. You see it? The gray hair? The gray hair right there in Frankenstein. Look, these two are meant to be together. Like they both have their own little, you know, imperfections going on, right? Frankenstein with all those stitches everywhere, you know, and then this one with, you know, that gray hair or whatever else she has going on. But it works for them. It works for them. Have you guys seen the movie Monsters? I just saw it. It's a classic, The Monsters, but there's a new adaptation that Netflix came out with, and it's out right now. You can watch it on Netflix. It's called The Monsters, and the monsters, which are just monsters, like in that movie Frankenstein and his wife and the wife's dad, which is, I think, Dracula. He's a vampire. They moved to Hollywood, and I think they live, I think, in Transylvania, this monster realm. Everyone's a monster there. And they moved to Hollywood, like here, like Hollywood, California. And everybody there, like all the humans, there's nothing but humans. And when they look out the window, they see a bunch of human people, and they're like really freaked out, like, oh my God, they look so ugly. They're horrible. So ugly to them is beautiful. Being a monster to them, it's like, oh my God, the greatest thing. You're just, you know, you have something weird about you, something ugly about you. It's like the most beautiful thing. And again, humans to the monsters are just hideous. So that's kind of like what we have here, guys. Like, listen, like whatever you think is ugly about you or whatever insecurity you have, maybe, you know, it's not about your physical appearance, but something that you have or you don't have is just an insecurity. Like, listen, it's not a bad thing. It's just, I suppose it has just everything to do with the way that you see it. We saw the hangman there reversed, and however you're seeing things now, it's like you're having to flip that, okay? And then right now I heard and see beauty in your imperfections, because I truly feel like that's the way another is going to see it. They're going to see it. They're going to find out, whatever that is. Look, here we have some, you see, look, they're sleeping. This one's sleeping and this one's like, let me sneak up on them. Let me sneak up. Let me see. What are you hiding? You see, that one's like, what? They're going to see it. And look, that's when we have the Lovers, guys. Oh my God. And then we have the Six of Cups. And then we have the Tower. That's when it's gonna come out, guys. It's just gonna come out. Whatever this is, it's gonna come out, maybe unexpectedly with the Tower. I feel like the reaction is gonna be a very good one, because it's the Six of Cups. It's gonna be a very good reaction, guys. That's what it is that you should know. Whatever the heck this is, okay? Let's get an oracle card for you. We're gonna use the Spellcasting Oracle and the Green Witch Oracle. Closing message for Libra. Libra, if you want to book a reading with me, you can do so by going to the link down below in the description box. It's going to take you to Votre, Voyage, Tarot.com, where you can book a private reading with me. We have focus. That's funny. Focus. You're like, somebody here's like, no focus. It's kind of what happens, isn't it? Like when you try to take attention away from something, a lot of times it does the opposite and it actually brings attention to it. So I think that's what's happening here. Divination. Maybe some of you are getting into tarot, you're getting into psychic readings, or yeah, something like that. Like there's a crystal ball back there. Well, I feel like it's coming out here because maybe there's some things that have been revealed to you. I feel like it's saying, hey, if it's bringing attention to that, it's because it's important. For others of you, I feel like it's encouraging you to pick up a tarot deck to get, you know, to expand perhaps your divination skills. which you can do through oracle cards. You could do through any sort of divination tool, guys. What do you call that? The pendulum, candle gazing. You could read coffee. My uncle used to read coffee. My family, guys, on my dad's side, they do this kind of work. It's something that runs in the family. I believe it's in my DNA because I'm doing it. I didn't expect to do this. My spiritual gifts awakened out of nowhere. I had like really no clue what was happening to me. And, funny story with me, guys, is that I went through like this awakening and my psychic abilities really came on full strong. Like when I first awakened, it was like psychic medium first, then the tarot. Then I picked up the tarot. And that's like the first gift that came out, which is, we could say it's a big one, because you're speaking to the dead, people who have passed on. And, the people around me, I could tell that they were like, what? Like maybe thinking I'm a little crazy. I don't know. Even my mom kind of felt that way. And she called my grandmother on my dad's side because my grandmother just has my grandma on my dad's side. She just has that feeling. She's like that kind of person that you call to just to talk to. And she always is very supportive, very compassionate, and she just listens. And, she loves me to death too. And my mom, I guess, called her because she thought I was having issues, big issues and problems. And frankly, I thought, she thought I was maybe going crazy. I don't know what she thought. She just thought there was a big problem with me because I was saying I was a psychic medium now or had these abilities. And when she told my grandma just like nonchalantly just said, there's nothing wrong with her. There's nothing wrong with Rosa. Her gifts are just awakening. It's something that I have. I'm a shaman. And my mom's like, you're a shaman? We didn't even know. Like, it's something my grandmother kept a secret from us. Why? I don't know. I didn't grow up with that side of the family. So it wasn't like I was all in their business that we would know. So it is something that, she didn't have to like bring up. My grandmother's a shaman, and that's kind of like, and that really validated things for me. When that came out, I said, what? I had no idea. I did know of an uncle who did tarot, but that's like really all I kind of like knew. I didn't really knew the extent of how far it went. Like it's something that runs in the family. My grandmother learned from her grandmother. My uncle learned from his grandmother. And this is the really cool thing about my family line is that my grandmother has the whole shaman thing going on. Like she does healings. And my grandfather, my dad's father, his side of the family does tarot. So they're kind of like gypsies. They're from Jerez de la Frontera, Spain. And that's kind of where I get the whole tarot thing from. But my grandmother, I'm not sure what her roots are, but she has more of an indigenous look. And my grandfather looks white. My grandmother looks brown. And she does the whole shaman thing. So if you can imagine, that's a powerhouse there. My grandfather who does this psychic tarot divination. And then we have the healing shaman here and putting those two together. And pretty much, you have me, a tarot reader, a psychic medium tarot reader. And I also like to call myself, oh my goodness, here we have Shusha. Have you guys seen Shusha? I also like to call myself a modern day shaman. This is my Shusha. Here comes the other one. This is my Shusha, guys. My sweet little furry baby. And here comes this other one. Look, he's yarging there. Oh, look, you have a toy, sweetheart. He gets jealous with Shusha. Look, he has a little toy. That is so cute. That is a little rocket, isn't it? Pepe. I call him Pepe. His name is Felipe. and I call him Pepe for short. And look at how cute he is. Oh, you want to play? You have a little rocket here for me. Oh, he's adorable. Yes, you too, Mama. You're so beautiful, baby. Okay, let's put you down. Sweetheart. Let's see. Yes. Yes. Go. Go. Anyways, why did I start talking about that? Maybe that is of significance there, divination, getting into I started talking about that because my uncle, okay, you're so many, you could use anything, guys. You could use anything. You can make up a way to interpret, to get psychic information. You can. My uncle used to read coffee. I remember, which is really cool. Actually, I haven't done it, but it's a form of artistic expression. It's an art. Tarot. It's an art. It's a spiritual expression. He used to grab like ground coffee and just throw it like in a bowl, and then he used to just like grab a little bit of water and he used to kind of like splash it, and then he used to just kind of like move the bowl around. And before you knew it, there's like an abstract image there, and he would just like stare at it and he would just interpret that. And my uncle was the type of person, guys, that he didn't have a cell phone, okay? And he just kind of, if you saw him, you saw him. He just kind of appeared around. That's what I remember of him when I used to go visit my family in Mexico. My family's from Monterrey, Mexico, Monterrey, Nuevo León. And when I used to go, I always wanted to see, my uncle. I'm like, where's my uncle? Because he used to read tarot. If you know how to read tarot, if you go to if somebody knows you read tarot, they're gonna ask you, okay, can you read my cards? It's just kind of like a thing. So I don't carry tarot cards with me anywhere. I'm like, no, I'm not working. And well, when I used to go visit my family, I used to want to see my uncle. And I would just cross my fingers, like I hope he shows up. And he always did. He kind of just like showed up. And he would read my cards. Why did I bring that up, guys? Sorry, I'm a little scattered here. It's already, it's it's 2 something. Okay, focus and divination. Focus on divination, guys. Back to the coffee. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little scattered. Do bear with me. He read the coffee for me once, and so I brought up that thing about him not really being around to just show you guys how like disconnected we were with him. I didn't know anything really about his life. He was very mysterious, and he didn't really know much about mine either. His whereabouts, the family, like, where is he? We don't really know. What is he up to? We don't really know. He was that kind of person. And when he read my coffee one time, he said something about a dog, a wiener dog. And I was just like, he's just full of crap. Back then I didn't even know I didn't never imagine myself doing anything like this. And I just remember thinking, like, he's just full of crap. Somebody told him I have a wiener dog, because I do. I have a dachshund. I had a dachshund at the time. He's still alive. He's super old. Gosh, how old is he? Maybe like 12 years old. I've had him since he was like 4 months old. So he's been with me all of his life, for over a decade, the dachshund. And yeah, he told me, you have a wiener dog. And I just thought it was something so silly. And then he showed me the coffee, and I'm not kidding you guys. I could see the wiener dog there. And and if you can imagine, this is a time where I was completely disconnected from my intuition. I didn't know anything about really psychic readings other than tarot, but not really. It was like my only knowledge of tarot came through my uncle. And there wasn't much of a deep connection there because he lived, in another country, and we didn't really see each other maybe once every time I would go there, which wasn't really often. And yeah, I saw a wiener dog in the coffee. I could see it, and I remember my reaction. I was like, what in the world? Like, this is so This is so strange. And I had just gotten the dog, so not a lot of people knew about the dog. But anyways, I can't remember what he was telling me there. Just try out different divination styles, tools, guys. I'm telling you, you could just make something up. Just make it up. You can. Just invent something and just interpret it. Divination and focus. Oh, look, and here it says rituals. Some of you guys get into rituals as well. Rituals, divinations, and focus, which is just bringing attention to your spiritual practice, guys. Let's get some more cards. We have the spell casting oracle cards. Closing message for Libra. If you want to book a reading with me, guys, you can do so by going to the link down below in the description box. It's going to take you to Votre where you could book a private reading with me. Sorry. Closing message for Libra. Woo. Okay, it says strength and clarity. Your clarity is you're just going to gain awareness. Whatever at this time, okay, especially with that 7 of Cups that we saw there, like in the future developments, you know, you're going to feel a little like maybe you could get a little hazy, a little confusing, you know, you could get flooded with, you know, different thoughts, and it makes it hard to, you know, see clearly, okay, which will affect, you know, what's going on in your life. Strength and clarity, do expect to gain a lot more clarity, a lot more awareness. This is your intuition as well, strengthening, guys. And it could have everything to do with the message that we just saw a little while ago, which was bringing attention to your spiritual practices, and in particular divination, guys. And divination has to do with just like the tarot. You're seeing something, okay, or you could feel it too. Again, many methods, and you just interpret what you're seeing, what you're feeling. You interpret what you're sensing, what you're picking up through your senses, okay? Divination is being highlighted, guys. This is what I have for you. Thank you so much for allowing me. Let me show you just one more thing. You see, this is clarity and this is strength. At the bottom of the deck, we have beauty. Listen, you're beautiful. Love yourself. The person that loves you is going to love you for who you are. No, you know, they're going to love you for who you are, no matter what imperfections you have. Your imperfections, like with the monsters, okay, they're what make you the most beautiful. This is what I have for you, Libra. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. As always, truly, it was an honor and my pleasure. You guys take care, okay? Bye-bye.